Victory Park by Samco 1031. Pilot on the air. One morning in Victory Park, a young boy was busy looking at his plane. What a beautiful day, said the boy. It will be nice to put a creature on it. He sat on the bench, thinking what to put on. Just then, the little boy saw an earthworm with a scarf. It was Ursie W., and his friend Scott, the lizard. Hello, young man, said Ursie. Looking for someone to play? Oh, yes, said the boy. I just want some creature to ride on my model plane I got. Really? said Ursie. What can that do? Well, I just want to find out. Well, I would like to try it, he thought. Well, I would like to ride on it.
Wow!
Well, thank you. Hop on it and try. I would like to come along, said Scott. Besides, you might need a co-pilot. So Ursie climbed on the front of the plane, and Scott climbed on the back of the plane. The boy spun the propeller on the plane around twice. The propeller began to move. Hold on, said the boy. The boy threw the plane up into the air, and the plane flew to the sky. Whee! Shouted Scott. He was enjoying this. It went through the trees, it went through the streets without people, and it went through the sky and came back to the street. And it was very good until it nearly got hit by one of the lady. It missed her, and it was close, very close. The plane began to fly higher more often. Scott doesn't know where will they go next. How long did it take to fly this plane? He asked. I don't know, said Ursie. We'll have to find out more often. The plane flew so much until it reached back to the park. It flew past the boy as he was controlling it. What am I gonna do? asked Ursie. Don't worry, I'll try to. But suddenly, the boy tripped and broke the control. Uh-oh. What happened? asked Ursie. I must have tripped and broke the control, called the boy. Don't worry, I'll think of something. Well, hurry, because we're about to fly crazy, shouted Scott. And he was right. The plane began to go crazy as it could. The plane went upside down and headed straight to Josiah, watering the plants. Josiah was watering the plants until he heard a loud voice. Look out! Josiah turned around and saw the plane heading towards him. Yikes! He yelled. He dug just in time and missed. The plane began to fly around the park, and it went towards the pond. And then it missed the pond, and it hit the bench and fell to the ground. The boy ran closer to the plane. Are you all right? he asked. We're fine, shouted Ursie. And your plane is fine too. Oh, thank the Lord, said the boy. For a moment there, I thought you were going to be heading to the lake for a swim with the plane. Yes, said Scott. I believe so. I hope your plane will work again. Yeah, I hope so too, says the boy, and picked it up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed flying it. Well, we did, says Ursie. Not sure yet. Can we get off now? Sure, said the boy. The boy watched as Ursie and Scott got out of the plane. Thanks for the ride, for letting you have a go on it. It was nice, said Scott. No problem. When it's working, I hope you'll try again. Try again, said Ursie. Sure, we would like to. If you give me a goggle, that is. And I could be a pilot. That will be most Impressive. See ya! Then the boy went off with the plane, singing a song of blessed assurance. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. When the boy left, Ursie and Scott went on the bench and began to talk. Ursie, said Scott, I've been thinking. What's that? Said Ursie. Can God protect you when you're in a plane? Sure he does, says Ursie. He protects men when they're flying the plane and protects boys when they're in trouble because God always there. Because in the Bible, Isaiah said, do not fear, for I am with you. Oh, that's amazing. Does he also mean God will be with us always? Sure, he does, says Ursie. It'll be nice before it happened, and I wonder how Josiah's doing. Well, here comes Josiah, walking towards the bench to sit down to catch his breath. Saw Ursie and Scott. Hi, boys. Ursie, Scott, said Josh. I see you're flying the plane today. It was a crazy ride. It certainly was. Sorry about that, said Scott. That's all right. I did that the same thing when I was flying the plane when I was little. Then Ursie, Scott, and Josiah began to laugh. They laughed all day because it was silly enough to fly. That is, too crazy enough to fly the plane in the park. And it was a bit funny at first. Anyway, I tell you one thing, kids. Try to control the plane properly and don't break the controls because if you do, you'll go crazy. And I hope you'll try hard to control it without breaking the controls too.
Yes!
Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed listening to the story as much as I did.
And we hope you had a good time on the tour today.
Ha ha ha. Anyway, join us next time on another episode of Victory Park with Ursie and his friends.